Alrighty, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to you, Atletus, and welcome to you, Ryok. I hope you guys are having a nice day so far. Normally I wait a little bit longer until I actually start playing, but today we start off with a bit of grinding. Last time I decided that I'm just going to level up Quina and Freya. I'm going to essentially grind here until Freya does max damage with her Dragon's Crest, I think it's called. So that's the current plan. Also, I may want to teach Quina and Freya Auto Haste, both of them. I don't know whether each one of them has that already or not. So that's the current plan. Might actually even be useful for the grind, so they will, or well, especially Quina will be able to get the level 5 Doom a bit quicker. Greetings to you, BB, welcome. I hope you're doing well as well. Greetings to you. So yeah, level 5 Doom is really convenient here, I would say. Yes, more fine ones in 9. Let's see real quick, do you have Auto Haste by chance? Actually, you don't right now, do you? Rebirth Ring, Auto Life. So, I was thinking, if I get... Oh, actually that doesn't work. I wanted to say, I should just, instead of anybody else, I should bring... Diner and Amaranth. Because Amaranth can just cast Auto Life, that way he is a little bit useful. And I can have Steiner try to use Mental Break on Ozma. I don't know whether that can even possibly work, but I will certainly try. But then I just remembered, right, I cannot exactly do that. Just purely because... Actually I want the ability up right now. Purely because... I have to have the Zidane or, well, Moth in the party. Stuck with the monkey. Precisely, Magus. That took me way too long to formulate. Like, I was kind of more or less trying to think of 3 things at once. Also, welcome to you, Magus, and welcome to you, Harmony. Harmony? Feel free to correct me now to pronounce that. So yeah, we definitely need the anti-poison thing here. Good morning. How are you doing, guys? Hi, Black Death Doom. Welcome to you. Was okay? Alrighty. And also welcome to you, Nicloud. I hope you're having a nice day so far. You just had breakfast, brush your teeth, and now you have coffee. You'd say you're doing alright. Hey, that sounds nice. Coffee sounds nice too. I don't have coffee. I do not make coffee around here. Trance on Freya? Oh. Oh, no, it's not that there is no coffee around. But I'm not going to make coffee with this kind of setup here. Because I'm going to mess it up. Maybe. Then somebody will get really mad. Maybe. It will probably be fine, but it's just like, maybe not. I wonder if I ever get a turn before this thing, ever. My assumption would be probably not. But I guess also, unless it does Poison Claw, it's not actually going to deal any significant amount of damage. Oh yeah, I also needed to check Freya, whether Freya has Auto Haste. Because I'm not sure I'm going to want to use Auto Haste or not. We'll see. Let's see real quick. Freya. How about... Actually, I probably quick could check 3 abilities, because I don't know which... No, I actually would know. Auto Haste, you actually do have Auto Haste, so that's cute. Alright. Also, Queena, you have enough things now in order to learn ability up, so you learn abilities quicker. Level 61 already now. Pretty neat. The people tell you could have gotten here immediately on disc 1. Right here? I think people mentioned something along those lines. I didn't realize it would be here. Like, I knew we could go some stairs up through Gizamaluk's grotto. Or someplace. I never actually figured out where that is, even. I was just told that is a thing somewhere. Ah. Not quite fast enough. Ensign Lovell, or Asa Lovell. Feel free to correct me how to pronounce it. Thank you so much for your observer support. I really appreciate that. Welcome back to you. Well, glad you enjoy your stay. Thank you. Go to the right into the forest. What? Mini Moogles, hi! You have Koopa Nut, can I have it? Sure. Thanks, Koopa, take this. Aloha t-shirt, thank you. I want more Koopa Nut. What is an Aloha t-shirt? Actually an item I can equip, isn't it? It is. 0 defense. Provides a southern tropical feel. Nice. That you didn't try to climb the vine? Yeah, I didn't realize that I should check the environment more thoroughly. This doesn't even have any abilities. Does it do anything at all? Maybe you can use it in combat. Let's save, Koopa! You can actually beat these dragons as well with Coral Ring, because all they ever do is try to poison you and cast a Naga. Right. I see what you mean. It's dangerous outside, Koopa! Yeah, that's why I'm here, actually. Meant to be the weakest, fair enough. I've never seen this slave thing. Yeah, I didn't remember the Muggles being there. I assume this is just next to the room with the bell. As in, I think that's where it is. Did we not finish hot? Did we finish hot and cold? Not really. I got access to Ozma, which is all I really wanted. Although I was contemplating whether I should maybe check out some more of the Chocographs, since they started having really crazy good rewards. Am I going to finish? I don't really plan, to be honest. Should check how much damage Rhea does now. Also, how much longer until rebirth? Oh, that's a while. then you can spoil me. One of those treasures is a massive amount of those shards. Nice. Like, I imagine like 20 or so. That's pretty awesome. The last few chocolate graphs have nice stuff. Yeah, even the recent few chocolate graphs already had quite some substantial items. I think it's 10, fair enough. Hey, we can equip everybody with those. We can even equip Beatrix with one too. And then we can give one to Marcus and one to Blank. One to Cinna. One for everybody. Hey Zash Prime, welcome to you. Speaking of equipment, I also wanted to go back to Hades to see whether there might be something more worthwhile that I can synthesize. And also try to get equipment for specifically Quina. Although I feel like I'm not going to find much better than the Angel's Robe. Since the main point of concern for me is getting more magic defense. Welcome to you as well, Beast Frisian. Welcome guys, I hope you're doing well. While you're at it, try Dragon's Crust. By the way, I think the one decision that has served me the best in this game so far has been always use antibody in order to not get poisoned, or venom for that matter. Already quite substantial right there. Wait, did he counter, or did I just attack this slowly? Venom is vicious. Yeah. Poison is vicious in this game because of how the region takes, well, and poison takes for that matter, end up working. Speaking of which, I didn't finish testing whether the... I need to also finish testing what I can do against Ozma in terms of status effects, if there's any that can land, possibly. Although I also noticed that Mini said miss and not guard. So I guess the ability to cast Soul Blade is not 100% guaranteed, it's just a much higher chance. Oh, I guess it's 99% baseline, that's probably what they meant. Let's see, silence, darkness, trouble, poison. This is kind of what I wanted to attempt. Because I was just thinking, wait, poison. Maybe I can poison Ozma. The tower. Yep. That was too slow, fair enough. The tower isn't worth throwing. Why? The tower's a giant meme in speedrunning. I see. I guess because you don't really use Monkey Guy as your damage dealer. You can tell me how many more dragons I need to kill based on the crest damage. Sure, that would be kind of nice. But I have a specific goal for now. Then I'm going to specifically try whether I will deal max damage against Ozma. Just to see. You don't need it? Yeah, that's what I figured. Here. Dragon's Crest will deal how much damage here? I don't know what the Dragon's Crest is reduced through defense. 5041. I've killed 71, so it's 29 more. Well, specifically actually 28 now. Alrighty, thank you. Assuming it works the way I expect it to work. Although actually, considering you tell me, you can figure out based on how much damage it does. I guess either this guy has no defense at all, or it ignores defense. Hmm. I'm actually briefly going to go in here and back outside. This is quicker than me using the save menu, and serves the same purpose. If I get a soft lock screen, I will at least be able to just continue. Fixed damage ignores defense. Right. You know what would be fun? I'm sure the developers also, when they created Ozma, also sometimes had the idea, this looks like a gigantic candy. What if the only way was to finish Ozma was to bring it to 1 HP and then have Quina eat it? I know that's not the case, but that would be kind of fun. Also, one thing that I actually noticed yesterday is Ozma is insanely fast, like way too fast. And if I did the same menu trick that I used against pretty much everything else in the entire game, it's not going to really matter, it looks like. Like, Ozma will still go before me in that instant. So what that leads me to believe is that I don't really need to worry about doing that menu trick at all. What I should do instead is queue all my actions. But that is another thing that kind of came to mind. Because when I was talking with Kushura later, it's just kind of like, oh yeah, Ozma is so fast, it's probably better if I were to just queue the actions. And then I realized, I guess Ozma has probably like max speed, which probably means like it's instantly full pretty much with the ATB. So even that tiny little bit amount of time would help Ozma just get the turn in. Jawbreaker from Ed and Eddie. I don't know that one, but I imagine it's something similar. So essentially, I will have to build my strategy around just queuing all the actions right away. Essentially, I get 4 turns with my cactus, then Ozma gets 4 turns, without me necessarily knowing beforehand whether the cactus are going to survive or not. So my current strategy is just have Quina cast Mighty Guard every X amount of turns, however many it needs to be, and then have Quina just spam White Wind. That way we will keep the characters alive that live through the Mighty Guard, which may or may not mean that I don't need that much level and HP in the first place, but I don't really know, because especially Freya just took 9999 damage from Meteor. So at the very least it is about 10,000 damage there. That only gets halved to 5,000. And I don't think Meteor is possible to resist in any capacity. So I will have to have at least Freya. With about 5,500 HP. Does Ozma's meteor work like Death Geyser's, just higher range? Death Geys has meteor? I've never seen a meteor against Death Geys. He died pretty quick because I had 2 trances. You actually don't know. I think I've seen meteor miss in certain instances. Oh. Just use an elixir. I'm never using those anyways. Like, sometimes meteor didn't seem to do anything at all, but Ozma I think has hit every single time. But I don't have a particularly large sample size because most of the time I only get hit by 1 meteor and that's it. Go in here real quick again, and back outside just to have the autosave working in case it soft locks. It might actually be that the soft lock only happens when the game fails to, let's say, load the enemy. And it seems to be mostly whenever I may have encountered a new enemy. So that is currently my theory, that the game just doesn't clear the memory properly from the previous encounters and enemies, and eventually I have encountered too many different types, and that's why it soft locks. Which would be really questionable programming, to say the least, but hey. It's questionable in the first place. So, basically what I'm saying is potentially just farming the same monster over and over again might just kind of not make a difference for that matter. How close are you, Karina? Yeah, you're getting there. I'm actually curious, where are the shoes? Oh, the float? No, not the float. The other ones. Metal boots. Who has the speed boots? You have the running shoes with auto haste. Equip something random for now. The auto haste is 70. So because Curse actually inflicts slow, I may want to have auto haste on Quina and also Freya. So my current assumption is I got 4 turns only each time Ozma takes a turn, as long as I queue up all my characters' actions right away during Ozma's animation. But this also means if somebody is slowed and doesn't finish loading up their ATB bar during the attack animation of Ozma... Oops, I did not mean to do that. If they are too slow to load up their ATB during the attack animation of Ozma, and on top of that me being able to queue up the actions, I would be in a lot of trouble. So auto haste might be kind of a counter to that. Time to motivate Queen for the big fight. Oh no, don't put frogs in a food box. Frogs are friends, not food. Hooray! Save the frogs. Speaking of which, I guess there would be that minigame where Queen catches stuff. If this was Final Fantasy X, I would assume Queen gets her ultimate weapon, or their ultimate weapon, for catching like 200 frogs or so. This is not Final Fantasy X. I don't think I ever can go before this guy, so right now in this area here, auto haste is not all that great. Not necessary. I want to know. Let's put it this way. If you tell me I'm not going to catch the frogs, but on the other hand, I'm also not really planning on catching enough frogs to figure out either, so sure, why not? Queena's not going to physically attack anyways. Maybe, I guess the weapon could have some resistances that would be helpful, or maybe speed on it, but I kinda doubt it. I get a secret amazing boss fight. You know, when people usually write amazing boss fights, they don't really mean amazing and it's just kind of a meme boss fight. Not a bad one. Not worth for sure. Now you... now you want me to go and catch frogs. And then you tell me it's not worth it. Really? I did the same mistake again. Oh well, let's just figure out whether Dragon Stress does more damage. Maybe. Frog drop blue magic gets stronger with more frogs caught. I don't even know where to get that. I was considering looking up what kind of blue magics we can get in order to just maybe decide on a different strategy. But then at the same time, I feel like I want to test my strategy first before I do that. If I do that. Poke. There's only one way to find out. There's actually two ways to find out. I could just look it up too. Maybe I'm going until Queen learns auto haste. So I would like to have that other pumice piece, because there's at least one more of those pumice pieces in this game. I know that because when you go to Hades, you can combine two pumice pieces in order to get a pumice, whatever that is. So there has to be at least two in the game. And they do absorb dark magic, which would mean I could have other slots free. On the other hand, I was thinking, also just kind of looking through Freya's armor while I was offline, most of this armor here does not give a whole lot of magic defense. Like, if I take off the dragon mail, Freya has 27 magic defense. This thing doesn't give anything. This gives 1. This one is 5. The shield armor is definitely the best armor for magic defense, but beyond that, that's all it does, really. I also need a bit of basic defense. There's 28, that's 1. Yeah, the shield armor is the only armor that really gives any substantial amount of magic defense. Which is just kind of my thought of, what does give you magic defense? Because it probably is just base stats of the characters. If I were to take off everything from Queena... Oh. The Adamant hat gives a tremendous amount of magic defense. Wait, what about your hats? I didn't check those. Oh, they don't really give any magic defense outside of the Kaiser Helm. Huh. I guess it's probably just clothes, wearer equipment. It's unfortunate that Freya can't equip that. Ghost Eye, thank you, holy, for the tier 3 subs. For 21 rumps in a row, that's crazy, my friend. This game definitely proves that frogs are indeed food and not friends. No, you don't eat frogs in this game, you catch them. Apparently there's a blue magic in this game that improves by having more frogs. So you just load up whatever the magic is with more frog power, which means you need to keep them alive. They're not being eaten, that would be silly. So yeah. Either way, Ghost Eye, thank you so much for a long time with a crazy support like that. And also Nori Grim, thank you. Thank you so much for 9 rumps in a row of support. Really appreciate that. Welcome back to both of you. And well, I'm glad you enjoy your stay. Thank you so much. It improves by eating frogs. Now you catch them. No. You catch frogs. It's never mentioned that Quina specifically eats frogs, right? To be fair, Quina eats everything. Actually it is? Oh god. I've never seen it. And if I've seen it, I don't remember it, so it doesn't exist. I guess another reason why we don't go and catch more frogs for Quina and skip out on the amazing boss fight. Speaking of boss fights, is there any other optional boss fights in this game aside from Ozma? Like something of the level of Hades or so. No, I'm using Quina, but I'm just not going to bring frogs. One wearing catch 99 frogs. Pantarian. I missed apparently something, I think in the library or so. I mean, since I missed it for good anyways, what is Tantarian? Library of Alexandria. We never did beat Ozma, the boss was crazy. It is pretty crazy. It's a book, a la Final Fantasy V. Just a tad, okay. I answered some quest questions wrong. Yes, that is accurate. I'm like less than 50% right on the quest questions, I would say. That's something I missed too. Wait, if you get the quiz questions right away or so? Yeah, I heard it, there's a boss from it, but that's a lot of frogs to catch. As a book monster in Final Fantasy V has a neat mechanic where you need to deal a certain range of damage to him, make him open his book and become vulnerable. Okay. You think something happened when you have a 100% correct answer quota. I see. That sounds interesting. Can somebody confirm or deny? Because that's also a thing I cannot really get anymore. If you're curious about Tantarian, there's some speedruns that actually kill that guy. What do you get from it? I think somebody mentioned it earlier at some point, but I forgot. I like how Quina is consistently slower than Freya. Let's see whether Auto Haze will change that. Actually, no, she still needs to learn Auto Reaver. Running shoes very early and the billion experience. You actually get experience from it? Don't know bosses normally give only AP. It's interesting. Oh, that's what Tantarian means. Actually, I was looking over the speedrun leaderboards, and some of the guides mentioned with Tantarian, all Tantarian route and stuff like that. I assume that's kind of what that is about. Running shoes. Dun, 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 dun. Oh no, he's there. I need 9. What can I give up? Not going to really help that much, is it? No, auto haste. Hades gave experience too, did he? I didn't pay attention. That's very likely, I guess. It's an optional enemy rather than a boss, but he might as well be a boss, I see. You have redeemed yourself since. L1 games are fun. It's definitely a different type of challenge. And I'm also definitely quite intrigued by it. I forgot this thing again. Let's check Dragon's Crest real quick. I wish memory cursor actually memorized it even outside of battle. That would be so nice. 8,100, so we are at what, 90 dragons killed? There's going to be 91. He loved Queen's defense stance. Yes, Queen's defense stance and also running away for that matter is really awesome. You like it falls back to attack after each battle, to be honest. You do? I guess you could say my biggest pet peeve is that I can't have short menus in this game. That's not true, it's not my biggest pet peeve, but it's just kind of one of those things. I really like Final Fantasy 5 and 6 for allowing me to use short menus. It's way more awesome. Unless you're grinding things like this, it's really nice to not have to think where you are. That goes both ways. I do agree. I know what you mean. That's a fair argument. In a Ladada potion. I think it's 6 more dragons to max out Freya. Oh wow, I got actually an action in before the dragon moved. That's impressive. This has an auto battle function, but it just makes everyone attack. Right, but the auto battle function is not in the original PlayStation version. So I just feel like if I had the choice, I would have probably played the PlayStation version. Just to see, or, well, to see the original. But then again, after actually watching some people having played the PlayStation version, I think I actually prefer the looks of this one overall. Like, the character models are just so much nicer when they are not compressed. So just give me the menu of the PlayStation version and the looks of this one, and I'm fine with it. Oh, the Battle for Mindless Grinding still much appreciated edition. Yeah, I'm not saying anything against it, don't worry. It's just, I prefer to not use it for now. Other than not using a controller. I'm just too lazy to set up a proper controller if the SNES controller doesn't inherently work. I like using Poison Claw because it's the fastest animation. I see, that makes sense. I was thinking, is that max level on 70 by chance? No, it isn't. I mean, the reason why I was thinking that was because the of the experience numbers counting was seemingly quicker this time, but usually I think I'm just slower at tapping the button. It should work with Xbox style controllers, which, I mean, sure, yeah, a Super Nintendo controller is not an Xbox style controller. I do have an Xbox controller, but honestly, I really would like to not do menuing with an analog stick. And the D-pad of the Xbox controller is just horrible. I do have an Xbox controller. The only reason why I have it is actually originally Dark Souls, and Dark Souls series is pretty much still the only stuff where I do use an Xbox controller. I switched to PS4. I should also try a PS4 controller sometime. Yeah, Xbox D-pad is just horrible. I've seen a Xbox T-pad, I think it's called a something Sabertooth, that has separate buttons for the D-pad instead. Xbox One controllers. Most games are optimized for it. Yeah, that's actually kind of a big deal for me as well. I don't have to use Joy-to-Key or other programs in order to mess around with the settings in order to make the controllers work with the games. That is kind of a big deal to me as well. Let's see Dragon Crest damage here. Xbox One D-pad is decent as well. Oh, that's real. Yeah. What works with everything? That makes sense, Ghost Eye. 9,000 more than 9. Annoyed until weaker. That's unfortunate. Your Xbox One D-pad seems to wear out quickly and stick a lot. That's less than pleasant. Probably it depends on how frequently or how much you use it. I just remember I really like the PlayStation as in PSX D-pads. And also PlayStation 2 were kinda decent. Overall, the controller I found to be the comfiest to just carry or hold was, by the way, the GameCube controller. I do have a GameCube to USB adapter that works decently well, but I didn't figure out how to make it seem like an Xbox controller. That would have been really good for me too if I got to figure that out somehow. Yeah, actually, the thing is, GameCube controller D-pads I don't like. I think those are not all that great. I just realized a thing. I actually kind of missed an opportunity, didn't I? Because I know about how stats or plus stats on items affect stat growth. I probably should have equipped specific things in order to make stats grow quicker for stuff. Oh. Quick question. I assume Quina cannot learn HP plus 10 or 20%, is that accurate? I know Quina cannot learn HP plus 20%. But I haven't found anything for 10%. Mainly play games on your PS4 and just use Xbox for online FPS games. Use a controller for FPS games? Wow. That's one thing that I have a lot of trouble with. Trying to aim with a controller. You're a lifelong console gamer. That's fair. The thing is, I never really played FPS games in the first place, which is probably the biggest reason why I just seemingly can't handle it. That is, I think, 99 dragons killed. Okay, I kind of hoped that would be sufficient, but it wasn't. A lot of those console games have assist mechanics too. Well, yeah, it makes sense. But the assist mechanic does not necessarily know where I want to shoot at. In worst case scenario, I heard of cases where the assist mechanic made you shoot exactly at the target, which is bad if it was moving because you couldn't lead the shot. But that's kind of a separate thing you could say anyways. That's just bad assist mechanics. But let's say Dark Souls. I really like using bows in Dark Souls. And since I like to use bows so much in that game, it has made me think of maybe getting used to using controller, a keyboard and mouse for playing those games. I didn't end up doing that, but it just kind of made me really strongly consider it. For Dark Souls 1, definitely not. Keyboard controls are horrible. Dark Souls 2, I think it's okay, but Dark Souls 3 would actually definitely have been a decent choice for keyboard and mouse. But I missed that opportunity by playing it first with a controller. You can mostly use your Xbox for oops and Twitch. I see, that makes sense. Alrighty, let's see also. Cotton rope. Right, this is the thing where we can make lots of money by selling cotton ropes and buying the individual pieces or so. Okay, we need to buy stuff for Quina in order to have Quina get better equipment. We have a light rope. Again, my biggest concern is having more magic defense. And this thing has by far the most magic defense out of anything else that I've seen so far. I think there was the Lord's Clothes in... the Hades synthesizer, which was like black robe and white robe, and I didn't want to give those up, so... I have 2 white robes right now. I think I'm going to make another black robe here. And we'll see. Or well equipped. So now I'm starting to try and equip Quina. Oh, wait a second. Hang on. Quina? Did you learn auto haste? Ah, you didn't. Okay, we need to actually beat 2 more dragons for that. Look, alrighty. Weapon probably doesn't matter at all. This is the opposite effect of soft. I mean hard. Or well, petrify in this game. This Fork is just sleep. It doesn't do anything really. Because I was wondering whether any of those would have any form of magic resistance. So, what you need is at least one form of absorbing darkness. Is there anything else we can synthesize to a decent extent? So, Thieves' Gloves, did I ever make those? No, I didn't have a Sargatanas or whatever it's called. Because I didn't have a Gladius. Actually kinda curious what this does, although only 2 of my characters can use it. Well, maybe it would have a lot of magic defense, who knows, and he might actually coincidentally just survive. Angel Earrings, I've never had any of those, I guess. I didn't have a barrette, did I? Yeah, I can make a barrette needle fork. I found one barrette thing. Oops. Alright, let's see. What does thing do? What was it called? The thing I just made. I guess you can't use it? There, there's Angel Earrings. MP plus 20%, outer reach and raise wind. Has less magic defense than whatever you have, which is battle boots. Actually, let's equip you first. Magic defense plus 3 on the protect ring. You definitely could use this. I think the only way you can... Actually, there's 2 ways where you can get... Absorb for darkness. I want specifically absorb rather than just immunity. None of the gloves provide absorb that I have anyways. And the only thing else is the Demon Nail, which has 15 less defense, and that is actually kind of a big deal. Because I think some of the attacks are in fact physical, like the whatever star and also the curse I think is of physical nature, which is why it does more damage when real characters are minute. I'm not sure how big of a deal it is in the end. But let's see. We wouldn't lose any magic defense if I were to guess this. Who has the pumice piece? Not you. Okay, some of my other characters have the pumice piece. Let me actually go ahead and grab my characters real quick that I'm intending to use in the Ozma battle, because that also changed up a little bit while I was thinking. First of all, I want to use Steiner to try and get a mental break on Ozma. I don't know whether that can even work, don't tell me. I'll figure it out as we go. And Steiner also has actually an okay chance at surviving the attacks, I guess. Either way, Steiner is in the team. Means all the other guys are, well, not going to be, for that matter. And I would love to exchange Moth for Amaranth, but the game doesn't let me, because Amaranth would be able to use Outer Life, and that would be his whole purpose. Well, maybe Moth is going to be able to do something else, who knows. These gloves are nice, I believe it. Actually, yeah, where can I buy a Gladius or get a Gladius? Does anybody know that? I would definitely be curious. Feel free to answer that question. So I'm going to unequip you guys for now. Oh, no, actually, not you. Ah, there it is. If you had it. Briefly check Amaranth. I'm actually now wondering whether some of the area of effect attacks might have split damage, like... Don't actually tell me. Like, they might distribute the damage among all living party members, and if I only have 2 alive, that might end up being a big problem if I don't keep a 3rd character or even a 4th one alive. So, in theory, Amaranth could serve the purpose of literally just every turn casting auto life on himself. Although actually he can only do this if Osmo doesn't kill him with the attack, so that's kinda pointless. Never mind. Since he's not going to cast auto life after getting revived from auto life. But what's the question? Where can I get a Gladius in order to make a Thieves Glove in the end? What's the question? You remember playing Final Fantasy XI on the PS2 with the universal chat? Universal chat? What's that? The 360 area use the keyboard accessory on your controller, make typing so much faster. Oh, I see, that makes sense. Alexandria? Alrighty, we'll say. Amaranth, you have nothing equipped anyways. Okay. So this is currently going to be my team. Possibly I can keep Steiner alive, we will see about that. Yeah, it's going to be interesting if I can keep Steiner alive. Alright. You are the most important person, pretty much. Alongside Freya. Oh, wait, I don't need long reach. Oh, if I equip the pumice piece, does it have any magic defense on it? Angel Earring have 2 magic defense. Raises Holy Elemental attack. Oh, only by women. I see, that's why. Pumice piece does have 3 magic defense actually. So this is fine if I give this to you. That way I don't lose a tremendous amount of defense. However, how can you get... That's actually the bigger problem, isn't it? How can you get... Darkness. Orb. The light throw raises shadow. Let's see. Holy hat. None of the hats do anything for you in that regard. I know some of the Egoist Armlet would reduce the shadow damage by 100%, so that could technically be a thing, but as I said, I would prefer to have Absorb instead. But we can try to go with it without for now. Yeah, okay. So, which one has the highest amount of magic defense? Venus physical defense is actually pretty decent. So, no magic defense on those guys. Let's see. This thing has even more magic defense. Nice. The Holy Miter might just be your headgear of choice. This has more physical defense. But, oh well. Okay, this is fine. So, you would not be using the running shoes, but for now you will, obviously. Just to learn auto haste. I'm actually not even sure I have enough ability points in order to do this. So, you get the Dragon Mail for the physical defense, and the rest I want you to have as much magic defense as possible. Which doesn't seem like it's going to be a whole lot. I already know the Kaiser helmet is as good as it gets, so 28 magic defense. Pretty low compared to the other guys. So, Steiner, you're going to be more or less my guinea pig with the Demon's Mail. Wait. Oh yeah, I wanted to give Queen the Protect Ring. Maybe it would be better to give you... No, Queen will have the Protect Ring. That's the current plan. So, I know you don't get the Protect Ring. Sorry, buddy. But this gives 3 magic defense, so that's kind of already pretty decent. Yeah. You were just now watching the vault where I was preparing to fight Ozma. Pretty crazy, you had 7 more hours of preparation upon you were left before now. Hey Edge Crimson, welcome. Hope you enjoy the vault. That's 1 magic defense. 1 is good as it gets, I guess. Does any of this have more physical defense? This one has more physical defense, actually. Where did I get a Kaiser helm? Platinum helm has a lot of magic defense, actually. Steiner has almost as much magic defense as Freya. Okay. Mina says frogs are food. I disagree. And the sword. But Defender Sword actually gives more spirit. I don't think it's going to be relevant, but hey, who knows? You have the rune to specifically to try out whether you can actually poison the thing. So, which one? This gives you 2 magic defense. I guess that's as good as it gets. Alright, 2 magic defense is as good as it gets for you here. Oh yeah, you would need some form of absorb as well. You don't have, do you? Actually. Absorb shadow element attack, okay. Kind of a given then that we choose this. More magic defense on this, even more magic defense on this. Black Hood. Okay, Thief Hat has really good magic defense. Yeah, maybe the Thief Armlet would have even more magic defense and he would actually potentially survive this. I would be surprised, but hey, who knows. A little bit of more damage wouldn't hurt. Although you two would definitely stay in the back row to survive the physical. Alright, the only thing I would change up right now is the abilities and Quina getting the pumice piece. No, the protect ring for Quina. And yes, I needed to do a lot of hot and cold for Chocobo in order to even get to Ozma. And then I only now started figuring out how to take it on. I can bite in that Daguerre? Oh. I have a few parts you want to go back and watch my experience. Yes. I inspired you to play through this again. Nice, Ether Hunter. No, you cannot. Unless I can make a Palladius. Is there an egoist? There's another. If I need another egoist armlet, let's just get one, whatever. Hey, there's another Kaiser helmet. I can get one for Steiner, just in case it would help him. The Gera updated swears it wasn't disc 3, you're attacking on disc 4. They sold it earlier in the game. Oh, okay. So yeah, just to confirm, I need a Gladius. I don't even know what a Sorlin shape is anymore. No, to make us our Katanas, and then I can get a Thief class. I'm actually surprised you haven't played through this yet again. It was one of the highlights in your middle school years. You have it on Steam. Still considered to be one of the more difficult Final Fantasies. I see. Interesting. Like Mace Thin Shop? Let's go and check. Before I go and check, let's see real quick. Also, somebody mentioned Alexandria. What did I want? What was my question that led somebody to answer Alexandria? Because I completely forgot that one. Is it here? No, it's not here. It's Northgate. There, Gizama looks broader. Gladius? That was actually also Gladius? Okay. Maybe you thought it was hard because you correctly realized that Final Fantasy 6 was the easiest. I mean, maybe it's because I just decided to try and optimize for certain things. Like, I just like min-maxing with what I have, so to speak. Gladius is Alexandria and Trina. Okay. Thank you. By the way, it's 3 more for Karina to... Actually, it's only 1 more. For Karina to get out of haste. So that's what I'm doing right here. Why is he done taking a nap? I killed him off earlier in order for him to not take away the experience from Quina and Freya. No, don't do that now, Diner. You would actually be somewhat decently useful if you didn't do that. I see, that makes sense, Crimson. I feel like Final Fantasy 6 does really well with you trying to restrict yourself and what you want and can use. I'm actually pretty happy that I ended up using a wild party in my Final Fantasy 6 playthrough for the final area. Like, the wild party, for anybody who does not know what I called it, was essentially using the guys that you can no longer control after you input the first thing. So I was using Mok when he was dancing. I was using Gao as soon as he starts acting like a beast. And then I was also using Umaro. Mok and Gao would help setting up initially, just at the beginning of the fight, and then they could just go into Berserk. And the babysitter I chose to be Cyan. And the interesting thing is, which is only something I realized after I actually even set up the team, Cyan, you know how you pretty much never want to use the latest store techniques because it just takes such a long time to charge up and the other characters are just not doing anything? Well, that kind of solved that problem. You kind of mostly have to heal with that team against the later bosses, but at the same time, sometimes it's just fine for you to sit there and charge up the sword attack. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, no go-go in this case, because I had to do a babysitter style. Like, they were not that high in level and such that I could just survive. Mok did definitely help out with the Sundance to heal as well by quite a margin. So, alrighty. I'm too lazy to... I'll just use elixirs here. Alrighty, now... Setting up abilities. For Queena. Let's see whether we can get you Outer Haste. Outer Region is really crazy good. Outer Life would be potentially nice. Half MP. I think I kinda want half MP. And I also kind of want Absorb MP. That should make Queena have enough MP forever. Maybe. We definitely need Clear-Headed, and we need Antibody. So those are the only real requirements. As far as I know anyways. So then we have 5 left over. I could trade Outer Haste for Outer Life. Or I could just get MP plus 10%, making it so I have more magic total. Which may or may not be relevant since I absorb MP. A lot of MP probably from whatever the thing throws at me. Probably. And if not, I would have to use it anyway, so... Wonder if the Outer Potion would be actually kind of interesting. It's only 150 health, but it adds to the... Here's the thing. I have to queue my actions anyways. And this is just additional animation time where the region can take as well for the Outer Potion. So maybe, just maybe, Outer Potion is actually useful here. As silly as that seems. Like, Outer Potion heals less than Outer Region through the animation of Outer Potion, but that's kind of the point. If everybody has Outer Potion, they might actually just barely survive, thanks to the region ticks. And I would potentially never have to heal through White Wind. Well, let me actually read that. In fact, you recently played through a restriction format that finally yielded what you would consider good, challenging boss battle. Only can equip 2 of the 4 equipment slots at a time. No purging items at any time, no Genji Glove, no Blitz, and controlled magic playthrough. By controlled, you mean that you only taught certain character spells that fit their character archetype. Like Locke got green magic, Realm became a Thunder Mage, level 3 Spell Mage. Nice. I mean, that sounds pretty awesome. Okay. Can somebody remind me to make rice? Once I'm done with this, because that would be lovely. I'm going to forget. Either way, I'm going to go with Auto Potion here. So, Queena, you're set for now. You're not likely not going to attack anyways. HP plus 20% might keep you alive. You do need to have Outer Region as well. Clear-Head and Antibody is required. I don't necessarily need Bright Eyes if I decide to use Thievery instead, which doesn't deal that much damage, but it would be... Again, maybe just more animation time that is useful in that... It could just be that this would be sufficient. Thank you, Luniclown. As I said, after I'm done with the thing here. You could try that, I guess. Oh yeah, one thing I haven't even considered, Ozma might have a second phase once it falls below a certain threshold of HP. That would be a bit awkward because I'm not prepared for that at all. But that would be something I only figure out later anyway, so it's okay. Let's see, what could possibly help out? Distract might actually help out because some of the attacks, at least that star thing, can actually miss, as a matter of fact. Aside from that... Counter maybe? No. Restore HP could have been useful, potentially. Okay. Freya, you get HP plus 10% and 20%. You get... I'm not sure about Auto Life, but Auto Haste, maybe? Because if I die, it just kind of feels like it's going to be over anyways. Although, Auto Life might just offset that a bit as well. You definitely don't need this anymore, but you want to have clear-headed. Okay. Now, I can get Auto Life too. What else would I want, even? Chemist? Actually, Auto Potion would be before Chemist. Okay. The turbo. I believe it. That sounds kind of tricky. Ash Crimson. I bet Steiner could also learn HP plus 10%. Actually, I'm almost certain. So you don't need alert for now. You don't need body temperature. You need antibody and clear-headed. Yes, indeed, you do. Don't need beast or devil killer. What else do you want, actually? I guess Outer Life. Again, my plan is not necessarily to keep Moth and Steiner alive, but if they just incidentally manage to live thanks to Queena's abilities, it would be kind of nice too. So do you have Outer Life? You do, you do, you do not. I may have to give Outer Life to Queena as well. Although, to be fair, no, actually, Queena is more or less the most important one to have, well, to survive. So I actually really want Outer Life on you. Do I need half MP? Let's try it with Val first. Oh, we kind of need half MP. But I also really want Outer Life on you, specifically. I guess let's try it without Auto Haste first. Oh my goodness, 2 left. Alrighty, let's see whether that's going to be fine. Grayson, or Creighton, thank you for the host, I appreciate that. Welcome guys, I hope you're doing well. You love High Tide. Isn't Osma the optional boss in 9? Yes, it is. It is an optional boss in this game. Alrighty, this is going to be my initial attempt at a setup. There's another optional super boss. Is that Hades or is there something else too? Slam Dunk Wizard. So yeah, how are you guys doing? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I'm now briefly going to try and get a Gladius, or a Cactus that I didn't even want in my team. Yeah, where's Alexandria? Hades? I see. I beat Hades just on the way by. It took me a while until I figured out how to deal with him. But it was quite neat. I like that one. So, now what I want to do is I want to... No, don't enter that thing. I want to buy a Gladius. So where can I buy a Gladius? Wasn't this synthesizer guy somewhere around here? Oh, that's the shopkeeper. Took me a while to figure you, find you. Just trying to see if there's any particular item that I don't have right now. Mommy's tiara. Magician cloak. By the way, please absolutely no help in any capacity for Ozma. I would appreciate that. I landed on the wrong side again. I did that last time already. Like, what you just wrote there, Tugat, could be a spoiler for me, potentially, depending on how I interpret it, I guess. Because there's a lot of things I don't know about this game. Like, you can weaken Ozma. I did not know that beforehand. Now, it's kind of ambiguous what you mean with weaken. Please do not actually tell me that, thank you very much. And could mean multiple things, but at the same time I can think of multiple things. I think it was over here. Alrighty. What do you want? Ooh, whatever you are. I know a single Freya jump will deal with this cat problem. Speaking of ribbon, I do technically have ribbons left over, which may or may not be better than Madain's ring. It has less magic defense, but more regular defense, more evasion, which actually the evasion might be useful. Madain's ring isn't the greatest. Let's see, what does it do compared to this thing? Just 2 more magic defense. Yeah, actually ribbon is probably better. Poor kitty. I mean, the kitty wanted to steal my diamonds. I'll give it a diamond, guys. You know, I feel like you should activate the switch after stepping onto the platform, not the other way around. That might just be me. Yeah. Targatanas. I've never actually had that weapon before, so let's see what it can even do. Annoy. Causes trouble to the target. Wow, it's so literal. Yeah, alrighty. Going back to this other thing, trying to... Bluetooth? Yeah. I don't even know whether you can inflict any status effects on the thing, so this is going to be your job to try and figure that out. Not going to use the Sargatanas. Which Sargatanas might be a more... or the Trouble might be an interesting stat effect to use if enemies, let's say, came in larger numbers more frequently, but I think the largest number I've seen was 3. I don't feel particularly compelled to use Trouble on enemies for that matter. So, Thieves' Gloves. Thieves' Gloves have less magic defense, but he has an ability called Master Thief. Wonder what that's about. More speed though. It could be interesting. Also a lot of evasion. Yeah, let's give you this one, because evasion might just kind of save you the most of all things. I'm actually curious about the Master Thief. Where is Master Thief? There it is. Still better items. Okay. Feel free to explain this. How does this work mechanically? What does that mean? Like, do you just always target the higher level items when trying to steal, or do you have a higher chance of stealing the better items, or the lower percentage chance ones, or how does it work? Half of it was muted for you, Rixian? That's weird. Can somebody confirm or deny that? Because that shouldn't be the case. And it's the big unveiling of Ozma right around now. Because I've now prepared the things that I wanted to prepare to try and take it on. What's from yesterday apparently, yes. I see. Author, thank you. Thank you so much for subscribing for 10 months in a row already. That's quite a bit. Thank you so much. Welcome back, Author. And well, I'm glad you enjoy your stay. Thank you so much. Kubos Lagoon. There's the air garden. Hey, welcome back, Author. How are you doing? And thank you very much. Thank you, Tugat. Just around here. And there it is. Oh yeah, I didn't check out the Lord's Robe from... Oh well, let's just see whether... how well this is going to work, or whether I need a bit more assistance. Are you serious, Koopa? Yeah, I'm serious. Wonder if I never got anything. Queena's just dancing. Everybody else so serious, and Queena's just la di da. Dragon's Crest. Blue Magic. Mighty Guard. Use Skill, Thievery, and Sword Art. I want you to use Mental Break. So I need to queue all the abilities, otherwise we are not going to get our turns. So this is a good start. Because I will build all my abilities through. Since we are immune or absorb that ability of his. Nice. Okay, that's max damage. Mighty Guard goes shell and defense on everybody. Thievery is not that much damage, but it will add up a little bit. It's about 2000, I think. Or I could actually try to steal from Ozma. You're going to be using White Wind. Because we are only going to move after the boss moves next. Mental Break may or may not actually work in the end. Also, I wanted to use Soul Blade here, just to test. I don't know whether this actually worked. Mini? How convenient. Missed most of the people. Oh, Steiner is not going to go now before the thing moves. So what I'm going to do... What does this thing do? This damage to the target. Here, let's see what the Dead Pepper even does. Berserk? You can Berserk? I had no idea. You never did that before. Also, it's a really quick animation, so I definitely want to input my commands as quick as possible. Also, White Wind doesn't heal nearly as much as I hoped it would. And we have to already... Actually, I think I have to Mighty Guard every turn. This doesn't last long enough. Meteor is going to kill us. That pepper! 570. Can't reach because you're minied? That's curious. Okay. Maybe not that much, but it should still be fine. As I assume Soul Blade didn't work, but I didn't pay attention. But hey, on the bright side, we are actually surviving. Also here, you can see Auto Potion didn't work. Because Auto Potion doesn't really do much. Except for delay the turns of us just enough. Mental Break missed. But it might not be a concern anymore in the end. The Queen has 179 MP right now. Let's see how much it is after the enemy takes a turn here. Because the Queen is really slow. But our turns are still going, so I think slow actually really doesn't make that much of a difference. And surprisingly... Well, actually, for now it's not surprising yet, I guess. We survive, I mean, because it hasn't caused Meteor yet. Berserk, don't hit. No! Wait, is that a counter? I think that's actually a counter attack, isn't it? Okay. Well, Freya just easily survived this, but the others, not so much. Holy cow. Also Queen's on Freya. Well, for Holy, we should be mostly immune or even absorbing it. The Meteor just straight up kills me. Seems like there's not much I can do about that. Outside of getting lucky, I guess. It seems to have a ridiculous variability on how much damage it does. Flare Star is physical. Queen is likely going to die from this. Alright. Meteor just straight up kills us, it looks like. Like, the problem is not even anything aside in terms of damage, because it's just a one-shot. If it didn't one-shot Queen we might have a better shot at it. Hostage Thief. Chance of obtaining rare items times 32, giving a 1 in 8 chance of stealing an item, 2 times the chance of obtaining a semi-rare item, also giving 1 in 8. So basically, all steal chances are 1 in 8 at the least, which is actually really crazy good. You know, this could take a while. I'm just going to go ahead and do this. I mean, Rhea just survives. It might have been coincidence that Rhea survived a meteor. Is it draw? Probably not. But meteor is really the only thing that does any serious amount of harm to us. Everything else is whatever. Unless Steiner could potentially land Metal Break on it. Which I don't think he landed. The first one I didn't actually see whether he landed or not. So... yeah. I assume it wasn't poisonable. There's not really any reason for you to use any weapons anyways. So we're just continuing here. I see. Thank you guys for that information, Eska. You like how Doomsday is a giant meteor when there's already a giant meteor spell. Yeah, I think it's more like supposed to represent the apocalypse rather than a meteor type spell. Dragoon, Dragon's Crust. Mighty Guard. Rip Steiner. Welcome back, Steiner. So Steiner is not going to go before Ozma goes. So what I will have Steiner do is just use Geisel Greens on Freya every single turn. 2600 damage, not too bad really. Actually, you also use Geisel Greens on Freya. Because I don't expect Steiner to live here. I would like to point out Steiner healed already back to 2500 HP. Level 4 Holy. I think most of us should be fine. Steiner actually does not have Holy Resistance or Resilience. And again, our potion is literally just so... it has a bit of a longer animation, but it looks like all the potion only works on one character at a time. Don't help that yourself. That's about 20,000 damage so far. Maybe we can just get lucky and not get a meteor. That'll be kinda nice too. Right wind! Yeah, only 1,300. Maybe... so here's the silly thing. If I have an ability on Quina that just has a really long animation, that would likely heal more than anything else. So we're fine against this thing. The downside is that also my heals were about 10,000 as well through this. But it gives Quina more time to set up Big Mighty Guard, which, by the way, I don't think Quina needs to do anything aside from Mighty Guard. I guess Steiner and Moth are just responsible for hitting Freya with the Geisel greens. Curse. Pretty painful. Nothing too bad actually, interestingly enough. Okay, there's 2 other potions. I guess I only have 2 other potions total. Region is just busted in this game. Yeah, it is. Don't use that on yourself, Steiner. You're such a dummy. Dumb. Dummy is me, by the way, in case you're wondering. Yeah, oh my goodness. Actually, Moth should go now and use the... Yeah. Hey yo! Okay, Meteor. Wait. Okay, Freya's dead. Quina luckily survived. Steiner and Freya. Actually, in this case, Amaranth would have definitely been the better choice overall. I haven't even tried to use Mental Break on Steiner, have I? Now for Holy, Steiner is the one that is the most danger from this. I just realized when I see him using Holy, using a Geisel Green is not going to be doing anything. Because I would need to wait until right after Holy. Why do you use a second elixir? Oh, I was on elixir, wasn't I? Okay. That's going to hurt. Oh, it actually missed. I think Mighty Guard is actually running out because of the lengthy animation cycle I'm going through. Freya just doesn't have enough spirit to keep that up. Yes. didn't... that was useless. Looks like a giant jawbreaker here, it does. I was saying earlier, wouldn't it be fun if you had to reduce it to 1 HP and then eat with Quina in order to defeat this thing? Oh, is that it? Nice. So we basically just needed to dodge bad RNG with Meteor. Honestly, with those damage numbers and this kind of RNG, I could have done this way earlier. Although, I only came up with the things after the stream anyways. To Ozma and back is an achievement I just got. Hooray! 16,383 HP experience, which is pretty much the maximum divided by 4, and 100 AP. A pumice? I don't even have to combine it. You're very strong, Koopa. That's amazing, Koopa. I record something I accidentally clicked it away. Oops. You have too many cards. I'm gonna leave it here, Koopa. Received the strategy guide. One more bonus, Koopa. Oh, thank you for healing. What did I get? Have too many cards? It was actually not all that difficult in the end, as long as you prepare properly. Just kind of time consuming. Your failed strat was to rely on Phoenix Summon to raise the party. Ah, it's kinda cute actually. Hey Subasteve, welcome, how are you doing? Didn't even need to abuse re-raise. Actually, now you can tell me all about the strategies and the things you can do to Ozma if you guys would like to. How can you weaken Ozma? Oh yeah, what does the pumice do? That's a good question. I'll check that out in a second. Friendly monsters. Wait, didn't I already know that? Didn't I already know that the friendly monsters weaken Ozma? I remember there being something about friendly monsters that I was supposed to do before Ozma in one of the thingy guides that I read, just to see what else there is to do in the end game or the side quests. Okay, what does a pumice do? Let's actually just compare it to the pumice piece. Has less evade, slightly more magic defense. Summon the beast from the dark. Wait. Doesn't actually even protect from dark and holy. More speed. It's actually not that good. Maybe the thing we could summon is interesting. I assume it's a summon anyways. That would make the most sense. So let's get you in the party and you in the party. So I guess this is how you get the latest summon. Or you combine 2 pumice pieces. So now you're also allowed to tell me, where do you get a second pumice piece? I have to admit I don't even remember where I got the first one from. Yeah, Rekindle Arc. He also optimize everything else. Is Narc the best summon in the game? I don't know. We're going to test it out against some poor dragon after saving. It's the longest summon ever. You mean it's the best heal ever, right? Because of regen ticks? It's so silly how this works in this game. It's Dagger's best summon. So, the one thing I really wanted to do in order to beat this game was friendly monsters. I'm not that interested in doing the frog collection. What else is there to do in the game? Hi, would you like to have a hair running my main character on your head or so? Right, it's not you. Arc. Also shadow damage to all enemies. Pumice piece from Chocograph treasure or steal from Ozma. You can. Oh yeah, I actually didn't even try to steal from Ozma. Does Ozma have anything interesting to steal? I feel like I would have had a good opportunity to steal there. Wait, it's a ship? Wait. Go go Power Rangers. I mean, it looks really neat. The airship I beat earlier in the game. Let's see. That's a little bit overkill. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's not even one-shotting him. That was neat though. I like that. Wait. Oh, rip. The Arc boss dropped the first pumice piece. Oh, I see. You would think it's overkill. Not even max damage. Yep. Wasn't that long. Well. Opinions on what is long and what isn't might differ. Eden is longer? What is Eden? Did I beat the other hidden boss already? If you are referring to Hades, I beat him, yes. Took me a bit to figure out the strategy, but wasn't too bad. Eden is the special sum from Final Fantasy VIII. I see. Alrighty, what else is there to do in this game? I'm going to go after the friendly monsters now. And then I guess I'm done, unless you guys have something else to suggest. First thing that can break 9999. Oh. Is there anything that can break 9999 in this game here? I know in Final Fantasy X the actual limit is initially 9999 until you get a certain ability that allows you to raise the limit to 99,999. Beyond that, I don't actually know. Eat 99 frogs? No! No, I'm not going to eat frogs. Did I get Excalibur 2? No, it's my first casual playthrough, I'm not going to out that fast. Yes, Ghost Time. I'm aware of Excalibur too. It's one of those things where I would never get it in my first casual playthrough anyways, so it's perfectly fine for people to point that out. Also, let's see. 5-9 friendly monsters. China's charge can do 4 times 9999 in theory. I see. That was another theory I had, because I did ask how much HP Ozma had. By the way, how much MP does Ozma have? Is it somewhat reasonable to try and run Ozma out of magic by chance? So I got the Green Yeti, the Nymph. Forest outside of the Aether tree is the Nymph. Wait, this is the Aether tree, isn't it? There's the forest outside of the Aether tree, where I can get the Green Nymph somewhere. Osmal can drain your MP. There, this one. Now you would of course need to use Magic Hammer with Queena. You would of course have to use that with Queena in order to have a sensible chance of running an enemy out of magic. This sounds good actually. Aye, this is exactly what I'm looking for, I think. You sound like a nymph, sure. I wish I had some ore. Or... probably need more. Ozma has an MP stealing skill. Ozma has 9,999 MP. I see. But Ozma couldn't use the MP stealing skill if you reduced it to 0. Kind of feels bad not using up, actively using that AP learning thing, but that's okay. So, we have the Nymph. No, we go for apparently a purple Jabberwock. Forest east of Oiver. Where is Oiver? Hitting those little dots is surprisingly difficult. $35 or $65. No one will ever waste that much time. Have you seen the guy who leveled up to max level in Final Fantasy VII before doing anything else? That's crazy. I love that amount of dedication. It's just mind-boggling to me. That doesn't even sound fun. You and me, I guess it doesn't sound fun, but somebody did it for some reason. Yes, Ghost Eye. That sounds insane. Yes. Yes, it does. That's exactly what it does. It does sound insane. Level 5 Doom. Huh. I'm pretty sure I've gotten hit by this before. Why did I not think about this myself, that this thing could possibly give me level 5 too? Maybe because it was a boss originally? That's why I didn't expect to be able to eat it. Someone gave up halfway through. Yeah. Actually, at some point we tried to figure out how long would it take in Seeker of Mana to level up to max level in the first Rabbite Forest. And we determined that a single lifespan of a person is not actually long enough because of how the experience scaling works, and Rabbites only give 1 experience. They give gold, but only 1 experience. They would have to kill way too many. By the way, does this thing count as a dragon for the purpose of killing dragons for Dragon's Crest? It's amazing in some way, but it also seems like a waste of time to do something repeatedly without experiencing anything new. I mean, we are on the same page there, Lunicloud. It's just kind of, it's amazing in some way, I do agree. This is the forest east of Oyver, isn't it? You could rig the control the fight and just walk away for 6 months, might not be too bad. In 9, I guess? I don't think it would work in Seeker of Mana. I don't assume you're referring to what I said about Seeker of Mana. Good night. Oh, not good night. Might be faster for me to try and kill this thing. Actually going to put you and you and you in the front row. I give you actually good weapons back. You assume it counts with Dragon's Crest since it has Dragon classification. I see. Makes sense, thank you. You've leveled to like 44 in this one after Mint Plum using Queen and Matra plus Magic plus Limit Glove. I see. But what did you level up on, Lippu? Like that dragon place that I was at, maybe? Since I assume you couldn't get... No... Yes? Wouldn't that be dangerous? Like, Kuna just gets one-shot. I guess it wouldn't be a mindless grind then, you would actually have to do actively some stuff. Yeah, I feel like I'm in the wrong spot here. You save and grind crunchy where Quina gets 2 turns. Yes. We just leave Moth over there, because why not? Trying to see, but... Why does nobody have a map exactly with, hey, this is where you encounter the friendly monsters? Like, it just appears to me that nobody thought it would be a good idea to have an exact map. Which is kind of silly. At least somebody has a video, so I guess that's nice. Also, I should get alert on some of my guys, I guess. Oh. Wait, roulette? This thing has roulette? I never saw that before. I'm pretty sure when Queena eats it, it would learn, or they would learn roulette. Can appear in several different forests. I see, maybe it's in the forest over there. But still, it's kind of silly that they would decide. Not just make a map for it. I could try fighting a friendly Jan, harder than Ozma. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I actually wanted to fight a Jan in the first place. I actually still haven't gotten my revenge. But at the same time, I might as well do this while looking for the friendly Jan. Maybe I've encountered it already? I highly doubt that though. Oh yeah, but by the way, did I already missed it? Did you guys already tell me what other strategies are for Ozma? By the way, Super Steve is now hosting you for a bunch of viewers. Thank you. I kind of went under just after defeating Ozma. Sorry about that. So yeah, thank you, Super Steve. Also, good luck to you. I assume, based on your comment, you're trying to defeat Ozma as well. Good luck. Once again, sorry for kind of missing that earlier. Oh yeah, that reminds me. What does finishing the friendly monster quest even do for defeating Ozma? Like, what's the idea about that? Why would you do that? Yeah, I want to know. Yeah, I mean, I already defeated Ozma now, so there's not much of a point for me to not know anymore in a sense. Also, no other potion for you anymore. You get alert instead, so we don't get annoying back attacks. You didn't have auto potion. You had chemist, but it didn't give auto potion. That's kind of silly. Whoops. It makes him... he isn't long range. You can hit him with physical attacks. Oh, that's right. Freya couldn't actually attack while berserked. I didn't even connect the dots. I guess you couldn't attack with charge unless you have the friendly monsters. He also no longer absorbs Doomsday. Interesting. He doesn't absorb Shadow / Dark Element anymore and is weak against it instead. Wait, he's weak against it, so he would kill himself with Doomsday? Wait, what did he want? I assume he wanted Nor. I didn't pay attention. Emerald! You want emeralds? Oh, I hope you only want 1 or 2. Because I don't have that many. Oh, he wanted only 1. Feather circle. What? Excuse me. What does he mean with feather circle? Hey, you got a moonstone. How convenient. So is the cheese strategy in that case, you do the friendly animal thing and jump over every single Doomsday with Freya and he kills himself with that? Thank you. That would require a lot of luck. Hey Dakaza, welcome, how are you doing? Feather Circle. Lost Continent. Wait, what does that mean? Where is Feather Circle? No. No. The other continent is the one north. I think this is the lost continent. There's a FF9 speedrunner who did Osmo mainly with Queen Limit Cloth and Amaranth throwing things. Interesting. You remember weakening Osmo trying 2 or 3 times and getting wrecked really hard because he only geared after stats, not resistances. Oops. Level 1 Freya only? Again, how does that work? Is my assumption correct? Midmuck is Ice Field. It doesn't tell me whether this is the Lost Continent or not. According to the picture, it looks very freezing. Located in Midmuck's ice field on the Lost Continent, near Estagaza. So yes, actually I'm in the correct place here. How early can you get the Thieves Armband, by the way? Where's Estagaza again? Oh, right here. What's the continent in the southwest called then? I don't remember. So, how can you survive with Queen at 1 HP? And how can you defeat Ozma with level 1 Freya? You guys are just teasing me with telling me, hey, my favorite thing is the level 1 Freya fight, and oh, I saw a speedrunner do this with Quina. But how? Did not even explain it. Agrees to new kernel skills. Broken, I think you can break it quite a bit, but just as a little note, please mind your language around here, I would appreciate that. You don't know the strats? Oh. What did it say? Or. You probably don't want an ore either, do you? Can you give me a moonstone? I only have one. How convenient that I just got one, I guess. I hope you only need one. Yeah, okay. That would have been awkward if it needed to. Thank you. Have you met Garuda? Nope. Who is that? Okay, apparently that's actually near the grinding spot. Lapis Lazuli. So, conveniently enough, exactly what I just acquired as well. Earliest time to get Thief Gloss is from Trina Auction House after you get the boat. Wait, you can't just straight up buy them there? That's kinda crazy. So apparently it's kind of around here. You get how he did it? Maybe Flare Star is kind of like based on your maximum HP, on how much damage it does. Reduced by defense, I guess. Being a 1 HP survives with a bit of RNG, like having Osmo use level 4 Holy and other skills that are not AoE. I see. Thank you. I don't think I've ever beaten those weird bird thingies. What are they? Oh, those are Garudas. Not friendly Garudas, but same name, so we are in the correct area. Flare Star max damage is 50 times level of target, so 50 for level 1 Freya. Oh, okay, it's based on level. Kind of curious, actually. But just to confirm, I assume Flare Star is physical. Ah, nice. That was quick. So the setup you don't know, he has Auto Reflect, Weakened Ozma, and after the 50 damage Flare Star Freya chances, he jumps up and Ozma uses Doomsday on his second turn. I didn't pay attention again. I should really pay attention. I assume you're on the Lapis Lazuli, right? Trina Auction House has some good stuff, I believe. Lapis Lazuli! Yeah, okay. I have a few of those actually, thanks to the Chocobo quest. Third and fourth turn are also Doomsday. So you need Trans Queen, Trans Freya, otherwise it doesn't work. Ark! You wanted a Lapis Lazuli. I guess that was successful. We get a diamond, hooray! So, unless I'm actually missing something, or someone now, we are able to get to Jan. However, there might be some friendly monsters that I have not met yet, or met along the journey and I just don't remember, which is kind of why I may have found them after running around for like 20 minutes or so. Here for Freya hits for 1k. Ozma cannot use anything else at the moment, so Freya always in the air when Ozma takes its turn. There's actually some treasures for the Chocobo Hut and Cold quest still left. Right, we could look into that. But, before I forget it, after the Jan, first of all, I'm going to defeat a regular Jan. I don't actually know what they do anymore. I need to probably prepare for that. You come in the back row. Because this thing is probably going to... or these things are going to hurt. Hey Meowth, welcome, how are you doing? Oh, we found it right away. Let's see. No, you're the wrong guy. I'll go away. A black cat asked for one earlier. Nicely, Nicklod. Pop quiz! Question number 4. I Want to Be Your Canary was written by Lord Athan, which is actually true. Wrong! Okay, the first 4 questions in that case are all false. It looks like. Oh no, the first one was true, wasn't it? Oh well, that's okay. Even after you get all the chocographs? Oh, like the crack in the wall? Feel free to tell me all about it at this point, I would say. There shouldn't be much of a secret anymore. That's a lot of damage there. Comet? Oh yeah, that was the problem, wasn't it? It basically didn't really survive anything at all. Oh, also, this is a problem. It just decided to boot my characters from the game, which is also a problem. I remember now why these were so difficult. Oh, are you countering special abilities? That means Freya is going to be gone as well very soon. Oh, Quina can cast Out Alive. I completely forgot about that. Load. I completely forgot about Quina being able to do that. Freya's best spear is in a mountain crack that's really hard to see even if you know where to look. Right, does somebody have a map for all the treasures and such? I would definitely be curious where all those things are now, since I think at this point it would just be randomly walking across the continents. Alrighty, we got 1. This is already way more than I had before. Hey Quadlight, welcome, I hope you're doing well. Greetings to you. Nice, thank you, Netman. Also, I would like to point out, aside from a few slips up from people here and there, this has been very honest, I guess you could say, and really awesome playthrough of Final Fantasy 9 here. where most of the things I was able to figure out on my own, which is really nice. No, 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 no! You big meanie! I think Vanish doesn't do anything. I just used Vanish because I felt like doing something random. So... what can you do? Bat Breath. Confuse Darkness, Poison, Slow, and Mini. Which I believe has a pretty low chance to hit in the first place. Also, this is bad because he's going to snort me away as well, isn't he? Oh, it is actually a regular spell, so it should make Queen visible again. No? Weird. Oh, Supremacy, thank you for the raid and the host, I appreciate that. Welcome everybody, I hope you're doing well. I remember you can put those guys to sleep. I may remember this a little bit late. Also Queen asleep now too. Night Queena. Queena tired. And they cast Comet. I'm going to lose this one. Supremacy, thank you so much for the 21 years, or 21 ROMs in a row support. Welcome back to you. Well, I'm glad you enjoy your stay. Thank you so much. Handling cream nuts will live for longer. Yep. And then that's safe. Oh, thank you, Netman Matt. That indeed. Oh, I saw it just before. Is the quiz guy again? Oh no! Hey, did I get all of them? Have you met the others? I think so. No, I haven't met the others! No! Which one am I missing? Oh, no! I'm missing somebody. Oh, no. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Well, my point still stands. I want to defeat at least one set of those Yawns. Those Yawns have... I need to defeat one set of them. You never saw the ghosts outside of Trina. I see. So it was just basically coincidence that it takes me that long. Alright, I'll go back to Trina. Anything else, maybe, that I haven't seen yet? Let me find all the others. Okay, thank you. So, I would guess I just get really stupidly unlucky. That I got affected by... whatever that blast ability is every time so far. Because I could just counter with something else too. Ow. That was whiff. Ow, right there. Woo! Alrighty, we beat one! Hooray! You say the friendly Yan is even stronger, but I don't like hitting enemies that are friendly. Is there an easy or clever way of beating those guys, by the way? Because those things seem just insane. Let's go back to the trainer real quick. Also, I opened up the map for where all the things apparently are. Where was Trina? Ice Cavern, Dali, Northgate, Eel Forest, Alexandria, and Trina. Also, welcome to you, Psycho Sheep. Did I get the snow one? Yes, I was literally just there. I guess it's just the Trina one that is elusive. You cast Night with Queen and then summon Odin. Wait, where do you get Odin from? I guess I don't have all the summons yet. Also, we could check the auction house real quick here. But yeah, Knight definitely seems to be the way to go. So, are those guys then susceptible to instant death, I take it? Alright, by the way, I'm going to give this 5 encounters, and then I'm going to take like a 10-15 minute break, start making rice. And then I will continue here for a little while longer. Could you stop? I would have killed those guys quick here. Running away looks amazing. It does, I agree, Psycho Sheep. Looks really awesome. Like Queena's cheering at the rave? Maybe. That was number 2. That was number 3. Isn't that encounter in the forest? I have very mixed reports about that Lunar Cloud. Belhard is still streaming. How many plus hours did he get? I know it was at like 30 hours when I saw that yesterday. I feel like he should have an upper limit there somehow. One more encounter after this. 35 out of 38? Holy cow. I should try to stutter a little. Like this. Isn't stuttering for avoiding encounters? Well, I'm not used to mashing on a keyboard anymore. Be less random, but yes, but you still get friendlies. Interesting. Kinda strange that it would work like that. Yeah, I'm absolutely not used to mashing on a keyboard anymore. Especially not... Nothing. I wonder if my controller actually has any functionality if I just try it right now. Queen, not... Good, don't go Queen. He thought the friendly was in the forest. Again, I got very, very mixed reports about that. Nobody seems to really have a clear idea. And the screenshots I see clearly shows it fighting on the plains. Okay, hang on a second. Okay, I guess controller does work to an extent without me doing anything. But mashing D-pad isn't much better than mashing arrow keys. All more encounter dynamic race for now. Wherever we get the encounter, we get the encounter. I guess I'm actually better with mashing on the keyboard though. Because mashing D-pad is just not particularly great. Maybe it's literally just over here. Oh! That's not what I meant with that. Let's see, is it the quiz guy? Of course it is. I started stepping. Apparently you cannot... you get less regular encounters, but the friendly encounters still show up. Correct! You get 1000 gil. You got 75% correct. You're pretty good! Only because I reloaded a save after dying. Otherwise it would be still 66%. And yes, this guy kind of looks... spooky. Either way, going to take a short break. Be right back, guys.